Hi, I'm Lisa Austin. Welcome to Scrappy Saturday. Today I wanted to say happy 4th of July to those of you who are watching it today on the 4th of July. And I wanted just to share a little bit about myself. Today I'm going to be doing a card that is a patriotic card like this. And I am a very patriotic person. I love my country, and I am so thankful that God allowed me to be born here. And I wanted just to tell you a little bit about myself because I am new to this video thing. I have a background in teaching. My degree is in education, K through 5 education and middle school, social studies. I also have, I'm working on a seminary, master's degree in seminary in Christian counseling and teaching. And so I've had a lot of things going on. I would have been finished with my master's, but my son, who is now 35, 36, something like that, broke his neck when he was 23 years old, and he is a quadriplegic. I left school teaching in order to take care of him because he needed a lot of care at that time. And now I have another son who is 31 who has been a juvenile or type 1 diabetic since he was 12, and now he's going blind because of the diabetes. Plus he has several other problems. But hopefully we're going to have him on the mend pretty soon. My dad has Alzheimer's, and we've been working with him too, so I've had my hands quite full as a stay-at-home mom. So I love to do the cards and the paper crafting, that kind of thing, so that's why I started doing it. And I've had a lot of stuff I've collected over the past 4 or 5 years. So that's why I say I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, because I do Stampin' Up! Now. And if you would like to order any Stampin' Up! Products, I would love for you to be able to order them under me. All you have to go is to the www.stampinup.com, and then you look for a demonstrator, and my name, Lisa Austin. If you type in my name, you should find me, and then you could place your order under me. If any of you need a catalog, if you will just send me a message letting me know that you have a need for a catalog, I will be glad to send you one. As I said, I'm kind of starting this business. It's a little slow at the time, but in the past year I have actually had a shoulder replacement, total shoulder replacement in my right shoulder, and then I was diagnosed with breast cancer, so I've been dealing with the treatments for breast cancer. So I've had quite a busy year lately. This past year, so I'm hoping that next year is going to be a lot calmer, and then I can get a lot more done with the Stampin' Up! And try to increase this business a little bit to help take care of our medical needs, if nothing else. So let's get to the card that we're making today. It is One Nation Under God. And I have used Stampin' Up! Products, but I've also used some things from that I've had from the past. Now this paper right here, which is the stars, came from a book that I had purchased at Hobby Lobby some time ago. It's the Vintage Nation, and it's got great paper to do patriotic cards or any kind of patriotic projects, and I love it because I really enjoy this. Now the thing that I use to make the stripes comes from this particular Stampin' Up! Set, which is a work of art, and I love this. It's just a plain stripe, but we also have several things that I've used on here for different things, so it's a really fun thing to use right here. And then I'm also using the Stampin' Up! Ink, the Night of Navy, and then I'm using, I've already got this one opened up, it's the Real Red, because the Real Red's what I'm going to be starting with. Right here, what I did was I started on these lines, and I just cut them short, the first couple, because I didn't need them. I knew this was going to be through over it, but then I had to just kind of overlap them a little bit on these last few lines. But I ended up on this, by the way, it's the card size, the cardstock here that the card's put on is cut at a 4 1/4 by 11, and then it's folded at 5 1/2. Then I've got this, which is my background paper, which you can see a little bit of the navy there. It is cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And then this white piece, which I'm doing the flag on, is 4 by 5 1/4. So therefore it took a little bit more than this. This is not going to reach quite 5 1/4. So I just had to overlap it as best I could. And the placing, in order to get the whole 13 stripes on there, was not that bad. The main thing that I do is as I start stamping, and I really wish I had more of these on here, but I wanted to kind of show you too. I try to get the red at the top because of course the red is the top one for the flag, and then I put it down, and because this kind of has a messy look anyway, I don't worry about it being completely there, because I'm going to go back around and I am going to sponge all the edges, and it will take care of what I didn't get covered right there. And then I can go on to the next one, and I keep getting this red ink on me, and the red ink just does not go away. And then I try to just eyeball it to see how much space I need to leave, and so forth and so on. And so it doesn't take that long actually to do this. It looks like it does take longer than what it actually does. And as I said, because the stamp itself is just a little messy looking, it's really not, you don't have to be so precise in how you put it down here. Okay, now I'm going to take this and I'm going to be stamping off a little bit, because I don't want it to cover the whole thing. I just want it to finish all the way to the edge, because I think you're going to see part of that whenever you put the this other piece on, the piece with the stars that I cut from that catalog, or that pack of paper. I'm actually trying to go a little bit faster, because I know that we have better things to do than sit and watch me talk forever. So I'm trying to not take so much time in this video. And there again, as I said, it's when I'm coming across it, it's already looking a little messy, so I don't really worry about it. I'm going to be coming back over it with the sponging technique around the edges, so it'll be fine. Alright, so now I have my stripes, and now I'll wipe this off. Baby wipes is what I use. I know a lot of people use those other things, but baby wipes are wonderful. I have my grandchildren a lot, and so I have learned to use baby wipes all the time. Now, in order to, as I said, it's going to clean it up a lot, because I'm taking my sponge, and we have these sponges are from Stampin' Up, and they come in a big circle, and then you just cut them apart. I cut them in fourths, and here again at the top, because I was so far away, I'm going to try to really get that in to make that to fill in where I didn't get that stripe all the way across like I wanted to, or all the way up to the top, maybe I should say. See here at the bottom where it didn't hit exactly? It's real easy. But like I say, this one is easy because it's not something you have to be extremely precise in. It's just a little bit messy. And so if you want to, and I've definitely done this one on others before, and I may actually try this one, try to do this right quick. get this back, and I'm going to try to straighten this one piece up just a little bit, because it looked like it was off too much. And so you can actually go back over it and just kind of straighten it a little bit. That's what I did, and that looks a lot better there. I'm much more pleased with that. I actually might go back up to the top here and fill this in, because I didn't like the way that looked exactly. I didn't have to do it, but I did it. Alright, now see, you can, that's the unique thing, and the neatest thing about this is your mistakes, you can always cover them back up. And now I've cut, actually the sheet of paper out of that book looked like this, and I just cut the squares out with the stars on it like this, and then I put them on the on these little dimensionals right here. And then when I put that in here in the corner, it stands up. It gives it some. It gives it a nice look, and it just represents the stars that would be there. Now that I've got that done, I am going to use. I still use a lot of the Tombow stamp runner, because this is really good at putting things together, and I love its the red kind of this for putting envelopes together, because that will not come unstuck when it gets stuck together. And then I just put a little bit of that on here. Then I'm sticking this on right here. Trying my best to get it at where I've got the same amount of navy showing all the way around. Sometimes that's the hardest part. And then here is my card base, and inside I'm using this verse that I've got, and I just love it. It says, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you." And so I'm taking this Knight of Navy that I have right here. I'm keeping it all red, white, and blue. And I have got it just about good. And inside the card, I'm placing it close to the top, so there will be room for your own message to be written below it. And then I'm going to put this stamp in here, because I think it's good for Americans to remember that He is our God, and if had it not been for the God of the heavens, the one true God of this universe, America would not exist as it does today. Now I've got my message in there. There's plenty of room to write. Now I'm going to put this on the front. And I'm also going to just put this with the tape too. I'm not putting any more dimensionals on it. Got this on now. I was trying to figure a way to put the flagpole and the ribbons and everything, and I have this yellow cord, and you can purchase it through Stampin' Up, or you can purchase it through any place else really. But what I decided to do with it is I frayed the top of it just a little bit, and then what I'm doing is I'm just taking a bit of the Tombow glue and running along the edges of the fold. Then here I go with putting this right here, and it makes it sort of look like your flagpole. Once I get it on, I just leave a little bit showing here. But whenever it is, if you put it in an envelope to mail it, you can this easily folds up or down or whatever, so that it will fit nicely into your envelope, but it does look somewhat like a flagpole. Now, on mine, I wrote One Nation Under God. I don't have that stamp, but I wrote One Nation Under God in my primary handwriting. And this one, you can leave it blank, or you can also do One Nation Under God. You can do whatever else you might want on it. But that is the whole project. Very simple, very quick, and extremely patriotic. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll watch again on Scrappy Saturday.